What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking 3 ways to put on muscle the right way this winter. Let's check it out. I will say, Virginia's just not the prettiest in the fall/winter. It's like just gray all the time. I wanted to add some more fitness to my channel because, I mean, it's really how I came up in everything from what I studied in college and in my master's program. And I really think that if you start with fitness, you build so much confidence in yourself through getting stronger, through physically looking better, being able to enjoy the person you see in the mirror, that I think it's appropriate that I add more fitness back into my channel, like when it began as a completely nutrition and fitness channel. So over the last 10 years, there have been so many times where I've had to gain weight because I've lost it, whether it's through my own fault. Like this one summer that I went and worked as a counselor at a summer camp, there was a small and crappy gym there, and I just decided I wasn't gonna lift all summer. For 2 months, I lost 15 pounds, and I was really set back and pretty angry at myself when I got back to college the following year. Or like 2 winters ago when I sprained my right labrum from snowboarding and I couldn't lift for about 6 or 8 weeks or something like that. I lost about 15 pounds in that stage too, and that really set me back a good ways. Plus, the injury didn't make it any easier to come back. But if there's one thing that I learned through those experiences, plus all the plateaus that I've hit through my lifting career, I learned how to actually put on muscle mass, how to do it the right way without adding a ton of extra fat, and what things you actually need to do versus other things that really don't do much for you and are really a waste of time and your energy. So let's jump into those things. Whoa, what a day. It's been a great day, but I realized I need to bring you guys some tips about how to put on some weight. My camera's wet, hold on. That didn't make it better. Might be a little blurry until I fix it, but here you go. The first tip is the most simple. Challenge yourself in the gym. You may have heard of progressive overload, which is just the principle of adding more weight over time, right? So let's say on Monday I do bench press and I do 185. That means later in the week, if I do bench press again, maybe I'm doing 190, and maybe I even stay the same that week. And the week after, I go up to 190. But always be adding weight. I guarantee you can do more weight than you think you can, which is gonna progress you more quickly. You really just need to think of lifting and putting on weight as an adaptation. Your body doesn't really want to change, but to make it change, you gotta put a stress on it that it's never necessarily felt before in the amounts that you're gonna put it on. Just think about it like this. If you were in the wild and you needed to move a boulder, and that boulder was more than you could move, right? Your body would want to move that boulder so that you could do whatever. Let's say you're a caveman trying to get out of a cave. You push the boulder, you can't do it. But every day or every couple days, you're pushing that boulder, and eventually you're gonna be able to move it because survival depends on it. Your body kind of thinks of the gym in the same way, although this isn't necessarily survival, but your body reacts in the same way. So continuously push more and more weight, and eventually you're gonna be able to do that weight, which is also going to make your muscles grow because it needs more muscle mass to be able to create the contractile power so that you can actually move that weight. All right, now I'm trying to go and make that contractile power happen at the gym. I'll see you later. So when you continuously lift more weight, there's gonna be another side to the equation that's really going to make that actually do something on the other side if we're talking about gaining muscle. And that's eating big. You gotta lift big and you gotta eat big. If you wanna boil it down to the most simple way to say this, you just wanna be in a caloric surplus. You wanna be eating more calories than you're expending. Now, it doesn't have to be a ton. I would recommend start with like 200, 250 calories per day, and then increase from there to see how much weight you wanna gain, what rate. You should probably be somewhere between 0.5 and 1.5 pounds per week. 1.5 is obviously very aggressive. 0.5 is a very steady, slow. So maybe about a pound would be good for you. That being said, if you continuously weigh yourself over time, and I recommend you take the average of a week to really determine whether your weight has gone up, gone down, or stayed the same, then you will know if you are in a caloric surplus. If you are not gaining weight, by definition, you are not in a caloric surplus. So that just means you need to up the calories. So if you need to up them, I would say probably add about 100 at a time, see what happens, and then go from there. Now, if you don't care about how you look and you just want to put on as much fat, which I don't recommend, then you could just go and eat whatever you want. Personally, I've tracked this throughout almost my entire lifting career, over 10 years. Now I just kind of do it intuitively. I know when I'm in a surplus. I know generally how many calories I'm getting per day. And honestly, now that I'm here, I like it better that way, because tracking calories, sometimes you can get in your head, and tracking your weight, you can get in your head, and that's not something you necessarily want to do. It can really deteriorate your mental health and just how you look at your body overall. Rather than looking at it as a number, you probably want to look at it as your body. And right now, I'm cooking some friggin' tacos, dude. Some friggin' tacos. I use this Frontera sauce. Amazing. Easy to eat, a lot of them. Can get a ton of calories in. Probably gonna consume like 1,000 calories in this meal. It's like the one meal of the day where I just have a big meal. And that means just structure it however you want. If you eat a big meal later in the day, or you want to eat 3 big meals throughout the day, whatever works for you, that's what matters. Alright, I'm gonna finish cooking up, and I'll let you guys know the third one once I'm done, because my arm's getting tired holding this camera. Whew. Whoa! I just ate so much. Feeling big. So, the third thing, it really takes the first one and the second one, puts it together, wraps it up in a little present, and gives it to you on Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you celebrate. But the third one is really easy too. It's called consistency. Just be consistent over a long period of time. Expect that it's going to take longer than you think it's going to take, because it took me 10 years to really get to a spot where I was like, okay, I look good. That being said, you got to make it something that you enjoy. Find the little things that you love about it. I like lifting heavy. I like hitting some nice sets, looking good, flexing in the mirror, even though everybody hates that I do that. Those are the things that I like. So I'm going to keep doing those things, because that's what motivates me to keep going. Just be consistent over an extremely long period of time, and you're going to hit your goals. As long as you do those first two things, stay consistent, you're gonna crush it. I know you will. If you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments or whatever. Subscribe, hit the like if you want to, no pressure. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.